Welcome back to the channel once again. Today I'm super uber mega excited once again to be sharing another lesbian with you guys, and today we are gonna be speaking about international lesbian series that I will highly recommend you also go ahead and go watch on Prime Video. But before we get into further details, please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and if you have watched any of the following, in this case series and shows, please let me know your thoughts on it, because like I always say, your opinion does matter and your feedback is very, very important. So let's get right into this very interesting list. Well, we're gonna start off with Deutschland, Land 86, abandoned by Moscow and desperate for cash. The East German leadership pushes their secret operative to experiment with global capitalism and save their shaking society. Ship long to Africa for this since in 1983. There are two queer characters and they have a relationship together, in this case romantically, and it's actually between Lenora and Rose. The series is from Germany and it has one season available, and it actually was released in 2018. And it looks like the two women, in this case Lenora and Rose, they actually have a very, very good relationship. And not only that, they have a very good understanding also when it comes to their career paths and what they actually want out of life. So I would highly recommend to watch it. Then we have Tutta, Colpa de Freud. It follows a 50-year-old separated psychological analyst begins to suffer from panic attacks after the return back home of his three now adult daughters. The series actually got two queer characters, and they are, in this case, Sarah and Nikki, and they have a type of romance going on the series. The series is actually from Italy and was released in 2021, and it also has one season available, and it's a comedy family, and it actually got pretty good feedbacks if you ask me. The only thing that I wanted is just to for the couple to engage a little bit more, but they actually do engage, and I feel like the camera time that they got was actually good. I wanted a little bit more, but I feel like it was a fair amount. Moving forward, we have Breathe Into the Shadows. Dr. Avan's daughter Sia is kidnapped by a masked man. The kidnapper demands that Subhal eliminates a man in order to get his daughter back. In reality, himself, who is the masked man as a result of multiple personality disorder. Natasha is the lesbian character on the show, and she gets involved with another lady. It looks like they are all were also investigating and trying to figure out what actually happened to the young kid. And the series is actually from India and was released in 2020. And to be honest, I feel like this one is so underrated. Probably nobody ever spoke about it. But I really, really like, the role that Natasha have, and also the fact that, her love life also gets spotlight in it is really, really positive. So if you guys haven't watched the show, please go ahead and go support it. Then we have Picnic at Hanging Rock. Hastert purchased an isolated mansion out in the Australian bush to transform into a school for young ladies. A few months later, there are three queer characters, Irma, Marion, and Greta. The series was released in 2018 and has one season available. It's from Australia. It's a drama mystery romance. There is a teacher-student romance between Marion and Greta. And like I said, this series, I feel like the couple in this case, no, I won't say couple, I will say more like the situationship that developed between the teacher and the student was kind of interesting, if you ask me. If you guys want further details about it, I will highly recommend you also go watch the series. It's not 100 trillion percent queer, but we have queer representation in it, and there is some, love interest between them. Moving forward, we have El Internado Las Cumbres, at a boarding school for troubled teenagers located in an Asian monastery isolated from the world. The students endure in a strict discipline. There is three queer characters, Adeli, Eva, and Rita. Adeli and Eva has a situation going on because it's very like a very complicated one. I would say it's like they want each other, but at the same time they don't. They argue a lot. I feel like it's very toxic for their age as well. And also then later on there comes a third person in the role. Rita actually becomes very, very interesting and attracted to one of them. And the series was released in 2021. It got one season available, and it's from Spain. And also it's a drama mystery, so it's like a whole lesbian triangular love situation going on between Adele, Eva, and Rita. and it's super cute if you ask me as well. And then we have seen Huellas, lesbian freelance cleaner Daisy, fellow Mexican workmate Kat are on the run after becoming the main suspect of a crime scene. The head proceeds to clean as part of the job. There are two lesbians in this case, Daisy and Irene, who are ex-girlfriends but reconnect because Irene is investigating the crime. It's an action and got one season available, and it was released in 2023, and it's also from Spain. And to be honest, I really like how Daisy and Irene, like they are just two different complete people, but along the series you can understand why they have decided to break up, why things between them didn't work out. But as the season progresses, you can actually see that the two starts to reconnect. And yes, I am gonna be making a quick spoiler alert. They do have a happy ending, and there's something that I really enjoyed about this series. Then we have Goliath, a great lawyer hits the bottle after the crime he got off on. A technicality went back and eliminated a whole family. Once he hit the rock bottom, there was nowhere to fall up. Basically, apparently, there are two characters that are actually queer. Both are successful women, and the romance between them is between Kali and Michelle. It got 4 seasons available, and it's a drama legal. There is basically mixed reviews when it comes to this specific couple storyline, because I feel like one of them is married, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong. So they kind of work together and they end up getting involved with one another. So now they have this whole triangle, situation going, and we all know that that only means one thing, that one person will always get hurt. So I haven't watched this series specifically, so I don't have much details on it, but if any of you have more details regarding the storyline, please drop it down below in the comments. Then we have the Pier. High profile architect Alessandra faces her worst nightmare when she gets a call from the local cop to identify her husband Oscar's body. Alexandra finds out that her husband had a whole second family with Veronica. The two basically get involved with one another and trying to grieve and trying to make sense of everything that happened, because Oscar was also in love with Veronica and Veronica was also in love with Oscar. And in this case, Alexandra was so confused the fact that her husband never showed no signs that him cheating on her and basically just having a whole other family. So when she found out, she was definitely heartbroken, but she can also see that Veronica is not a bad person, and that she also really loved Oscar as well. So it's like a whole triangle situation also going on. And in this case, Alexandra and Veronica, they also start to develop feelings for one another. And it came to a point that things got really complicated because they were very much emotionally attached to one another. So yes, guys, that's basically it. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. And if you have watched any of the following Prime Video Lesbian International series, please let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. And I also want to say that I've activated the super stickers to the channel, just in case any of you would like to make a small donation. It will help us out a lot and just to take the channel to the next level. And I also want to say before we go, if I have missed out any other international, lesbian series that are available on Prime Video, please drop them down below in the comments. That will be very helpful for me personally also to go ahead and go check it out. And thank you so much for all the love and all the support once again. I see you guys again at the next video. I hope you have enjoyed this list. Until the next one, and goodbye.